Sounds disgusting to you, Blair? Is that what you think?
Getting the lady fingers all over
the Chumby. All right, so you guys, the Chumby seems to be a win-win. It's got tons of functionality that boys like, and girls think it's so cute.
So cute.
You've always wished your puny alarm clock could check the weather, play your iPod, and be a digital picture frame. Well, it's time to wake up to reality with the Chumby. Connected via any wireless network, Chumby has a 3.5-inch color touchscreen to navigate your Facebook, Flickr, eBay, and Netflix accounts. Plus, access to the Chumby network is free, so you can download any user-created widget imaginable, all for $180.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, no, internet appliances never seem to take off, but this one looks like it would actually be kind of fun to play around with.
So I'm going to tell you exactly what the Chumby is. It's a beanbag Linux computer that has a basic alarm clock that also has wireless internet. Now, this allows you to download widgets from Chumby.com that also allows the device to do all sorts of things. So it's pretty cool. And it feels, it's all soft and squishy like a beanbag.
Now, what do the widgets do, though?
Okay, well, the widgets do everything that you would expect widgets to do. Everything from reading news to checking the weather to playing games to watching TV. Now, there are also hundreds of widgets you'd expect, like the New York Times and Gadget, College Humor, eBay, ESPN, VH1, user-created, all those normal things. Now, installing and customizing widgets, I got to tell you, extremely easy. It's really just a couple clicks and that's it. Now, you can make themed channels like celebrities or gadgets and then add widgets to each channel as well.
Right. Now, once you set up the channels, how would you get those onto the little Chumby? Because I don't...
Well, it's actually easy. Like what I said earlier, it's like you go to the website. So you just go through the website. There's also a hidden button underneath the beanbag on top of the Chumby that lets you access the control panel. Here you can change channels as well as the widgets on those channels. You play music from internet streams or an iPod through USB. There are those 2 USB ports in the back, so you can just plug your iPod in there. You also can rate widgets and send them to your friends, and you access your alarm clock all through this top button up here. Now, the only problem is that there is no other way to change your Chumby. It's really simple, but it needs a web browser for sure. And also, it would be nice if it wasn't plugged in and you can actually be battery charged.
But it does have there's a hidden button in the Chumby.
Yeah,
now, you can buy one for $180, but it just sounds like a small RSS reader with a touch screen. So why not use your computer?
Well, a computer does cost a lot more, and
and it's larger.
It is larger. I mean, my computer fits in my bed, but if you want this on your nightstand, this is going to be the one. And computer's not so stylish, and it's not it's like that's squishy right there. Now, it does have a major drawback in that the touchscreen right here, it's not nearly as responsive as it should be. Now, I have to say, what would really make this product viable is when the community starts creating more and more widgets, and so they're and just so you know, they're developed in Flash. They're extremely easy to do. We just need people to buy Chumbys and jump online and create your own virtual Chumby and create more widgets so we can use them.
Yeah, because I was playing around with it, and I would get to a story on like Google News that I'd want to check out, but there's no way to really scroll down the story yet. But there'll be a widget. So cool.
But right now, as it stands, you see the header, and you're like, oh, I want to read that story, but you can't. But all we need are people out there to create widgets, and we can do them. Or you can create your own widget.
Exactly. Chumby.com, I think.
That's it. So it's definitely a buy. You got to get it. And don't forget to visit G-Cycle. It is whatever your new Chumby replaces. Just put it onto G-Cycle. So go to gcycle.org to find local places to ditch your old electronics and start G-Cycling.
There are many tech products and gadgets on the market. Let me just point that out.
But thanks.
There are also lights in the studio and oxygen in the atmosphere.
What?
Yeah, I'm Captain Obvious. You're safe.
But none of that stuff has a name as cute as the Chumby One.
Simplify the internet one widget at a time with the Chumby One. Connect it to any Wi-Fi hotspot, log into their site, and start adding over 1,500 free widgets that update automatically. Stay in the know with Reuters, NPR, or Engadget. View photos from Flickr, Picasa, or Facebook. Connect it to your iPod. Watch YouTube videos. Play games against other Chumby users. The list goes on and on, all for $120.
This is the Chumby. I feel like you can only say it like that.
Yeah, it's
the Chumby. That's so cute.
It definitely has a sleeker look than the last one, the beanbag one. It's only about 4.5 inches wide, and it's 3 inches deep. 3.5 inches, sorry. You need that half inch sometimes.
Yeah.
It will fit, thanks guys, will fit on a desk.
Well, they were all like, oh, we need it? Oh, man. Guess we're not bottom out.
Silence from the audience of all men. It's about the size of an alarm clock, but since the form factor is small, the touchscreen is also pretty small too, so does this become a problem?
No, well, to harken back to the earlier point, if I may harken, I missed the beanbag design. I kind of liked it. I thought it was kind of cute. I mean, the Chumby 1 is a cute name.
This one's still cute.
You throw the beanbag. No, this is an Alfie 2 ripoff. If anybody has that toy from the 80s.
And then you push the buttons down here.
Yeah, it's an Alfie 2.
I totally had
Google
an
it,
Alfie
kids.
2.
But it does look like an 80s robot head ripped off from the 80s. The screen is actually it's close to the same size as the iPhone. They list it as the same size. I think it's a little smaller, but nevertheless, it might be too small to watch video, but it does the job. It's perfectly fine for looking at quick Twitter updates or Flickr photos or playing little games on it.
That's fantastic. Now, the Chumby does have Wi-Fi. It gets all of its widgets off of the Chumby site for free.
Uses the Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi. So have they improved their web interface since we last saw it?
Yeah, it definitely feels a lot more polished. You can start adding widgets by clicking through the categories. So there's entertainment, games, sports, etc., hentai. You can also customize some widgets with personal info. So if you go to Twitter or Facebook or even weather, you can put in your account.
Imagine that, a gadget with Twitter on it.
Yeah, right?
Who would have thought?
I think this thing's going to catch on.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, the thing that's still a little convoluted is that you need to make a channel first. So you make a channel, and then you add widgets to that channel, like a television channel has different programs.
It's sort of like, why doesn't it just come with the channel?
Yeah, I mean, the idea is that you can have different channels for different times or different situations, but I think most people are just going to make a channel and then throw all their widgets in there. But other than that, the interface has actually been improved.
All right. Well, now there are about 1,500 free widgets available, but the question is there enough content to make using a Chumby worthwhile? Or is it just your phone?
For the most part. No. Practically every widget is interactive, so if you have the New York Times, you can scroll through the stories and read each of them and then pay for it later, I'm sure. There's plenty of games to play, and they're all similar to the Flash games that you play in a browser, but it's on the cute little robot head.
I played that game. It was kind of amusing for 20 targets.
Yeah,
and
that's,
then you're
that's
like, why
pretty
am I
much
doing
what
the same
most
thing
Flash
over and
games
over
are,
again?
yeah. Streaming video widgets like movie trailers and the Letterman Top 10 are on here. Social networking is better on the Chumby as well. It's easy to add a lot of worthwhile content that you don't need to go to your computer for. And that's sort of the thing is that this device sits in between all the computers that you have lying around and your cell phone.
So it's good in like your kitchen or...
Yeah, throw it in the kitchen, in the office, by the bedside.
Because I don't have a computer in my office.
Throw it in the bathtub while it's running. End it all. Music from Pandora, Shoutcast.
I don't think this is powerful enough for that.
I'm a very small boy. This will kill me. Music from all those things. Even your iPod can be played in the background while widgets are cycling. But as you'll see, we did have a little bit of lag while we were playing Pandora and interacting with widgets at the same time. So not a ton of horsepower right here. The speaker, by the way, also very low quality. So if you want to put your MP3s through a blender, listen to them on this thing.
When it makes that noise, when you tap on top of the speaker.
That's how plastic sounds.
I know, but no speaker, and no good speaker sounds like that.
Yeah, you're not going to be slinging the Chumby on your shoulder and rolling with Granny G blaring out of it.
You look awfully adorable doing it.
Come on, when don't I? I hate my life.
Okay, now, this adorable little thing is,
sturdy. You can throw a Chumby around.
You can. It's $120, so it better be sturdy. I mean, that's not bad, but is it worth it?
If you really like the internet and you don't like it on your computer all the time,
who doesn't like the
internet?
Yes.
Hey, I'm a fan. It's useful as a tool as well as a time killer. It works great on your desk, at work, or even just as a replacement for an alarm clock at home.
But I don't feel like anyone uses alarm clocks anymore.
I still use an alarm clock.
Do you?
I
just use my phone.
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll use it when I'm away. You guys know alarm clocks? Yeah.
Really?
Listen to that. 3 people in here, including the one AARP member. All rocking the alarm clock. I can't miss the IHOP discount. Gotta get there on time.
All right, Kevin, what are we rating it?
Sorry, I love you. I love you. What are you talking crap during the show?
I like this little clock. It pulls things
here's
apart.
The thing. Is it something you need? Nice. Probably not. Is it something you might want? Yeah, it might be. It does what it's supposed to do, and it does it well, and because of that, we're giving the Chumby 1 a 4 out of 5.
Wow. All right.
If you're looking for a device that does this sort of stuff, it can't be beat.
It seems like if it was a little cheaper, it'd be a great gift.
Yeah, I think it would be too. Yeah, if you didn't get such cheap gifts, then you could give this out to everybody.
Sorry.
No, I'm saying allegedly. I've never got anything from Allison. Not even a happy birthday.
Love,
it's cool.
I took you out to dinner for your birthday.
Speaking of gadgets, don't fight in front of the kids. Speaking of gadgets, we are allegedly going to see one of the most highly anticipated Apple toys of the year, and it's going to happen this Wednesday at the Apple event. It could be a Chumby.
Yeah, maybe. Could you imagine the Chumby from Apple? You'll be able to watch wall-to-wall coverage of the rumored Apple tablets unveiling right here on G4.
See everything Apple this Wednesday at 7 p.m.